you know both of these teams well. You've played against them, you've coached against them. What do you see as the strength for BCI right now, Bluevale Collegiate?
Well, I think BCI has a very strong inside game. They have about 4 players that can go to the board very well. They have somebody named Van Kunet, who is about 6'6", but he plays like a 5'10" guard. He's an excellent ball handler and an excellent shooter.
Shot by Hamilton, good for 2, number 51. Have a little delay here with a little paperwork. As BCI has its strength, what do you consider St. Jerome's strength?
Well, I think there's no doubt that the strength of St. Jerome's is their inside game with Mark Wysocki and Lynch. They can play strong zone defense, strong man-to-man defense, and they can play pressure defense as well. In addition to that, there's something that really can't be measured. They have an excellent tradition of basketball at St. Jerome's. They won the All-Ontario Championship 2 years ago. They're the defending Waterloo County Championships, and tradition means a lot in a game like this.
Thanks, Joe, and the game's still going on. Tim Weaver passing over to Sean Van Kunen, number 42, looking inside. The shot by Van Kunen, no good. Hamilton with a strong board.
You know what's interesting right now, John, is both teams are starting.
Well done, Mark Wysocki, the first one, and that could be trouble if he keeps that up.
What's interesting, John, is that both teams are playing a man-to-man, something I really didn't expect to see this early in the game. And another interesting thing is that both teams play exactly the same man-to-man offense. It's called a flex offense. Should be interesting to see how well they can keep each other from running their plays.
And defensing themselves.
If John Hamilton keeps hitting that turnaround jump shot like that, St. Jerome's going to have a great deal of trouble defending him. He's an excellent outside shooter.
Running their flex. Lynch with the ball, number 22. Over to Erickson, down in the corner to Wysocki, looking inside. Erickson with the ball, looks for a short layup, misses. Rebound by Dvorak. Van Kunen crossing center court. Odiambo chasing, pass inside. Oh, an off-balance shot. Not too many of those by Hamilton. Weaver from the side, no good. Wysocki the rebound. It looks like it's going to be a fast-paced game, Joe.
I'd be surprised if it keeps up this pace, John. I think the kids are all excited by the big crowd and playing in the final game, but I'll be surprised if they can keep up this pace for the whole of the game. I think they'll slow it down a little while and get set up into their man-to-man offense and look for the quality shot.
Number 10 just scored. That is John Shoemaker, one of the key men for St. Jerome's. I don't know if it's going to slow down at all, Joe. Last night when they played Eastwood, they just kept running 10 straight men. In and out, in and out, in and out, and they forced the game to be fast. That's the way St. Jerome's likes it, and I don't think they're going to slow it down.
Well, you may be right, John, but unlike other years when they've had a couple of greyhounds in the backcourt, St. Jerome's doesn't have the overall team speed to be able to run up and down the floor like they have before. I really don't think they'll push it up really hard for the whole game.
Oh, we'll soon see, I guess. Van Kunen up top, looking for a shot, releases it, 3! Van Kunen for 3-point.
Now that's something that you don't see very often. A 6'6" forward playing the point guard in a man-to-man offense.
And only in grade 12. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Not only is he playing the point guard, but he just made a three-pointer. A 6'6" forward making three-point shots, pretty impressive.
And he is an impressive player.
Well, I think he could be the key to the game tonight for Bluevale. If St. Jerome's can't find somebody to cover him, they're going to be in trouble.
Weaver having trouble with Erickson. The pass to Hamilton, 51. Shot off the glass, in and out. Dvorak tough on the board. Foul called to number 10, John Shoemaker. It looks like it's going to be a heck of a game on the inside boards.
Now, John, that's what I see as one of the strengths of Bluevale. They've got 5 guys on the floor that can go to the offensive boards. All of them go to the offensive boards with the exception of the point guard. So they're going to be really tough on the offensive boards. And if St. Jerome's can't keep them away, they're going to have problems again.
Lichty on the shot, missed. Rebounded by number 10, number 22, David Lynch. Up court to Wysocki, the shot. They call the foul on John Hamilton. Number 32, Mark Wysocki will shoot 2.
John, that's John's second foul. I think what you may see right now is you may see St. Jerome's pushing the ball up to to Wysocki and having Wysocki go one-on-one with Hamilton. If Wysocki can get Hamilton in foul trouble, that could change the complexion of the game.
I concur with you. I would do the same thing, and I'm sure you would. When you have that kind of an inside man as powerful as Wysocki, you'd attack where the weakness is. Right now, it's 2 fouls. Wysocki making both ends of that 2-point free throw. The pressure's still on full court.
St. Jeromes right now is in a 1-2-2 half-court press.
Ball thrown away by Weaver.
That's an unforced error, John. There was nobody really pressuring him to throw the ball away. And I talked to Bob Pagan earlier in the day, and he said one of his biggest concerns was how well they would handle the St. Jeromes press, because they haven't handled pressure too well in the last few games, and he was very concerned with that.
Nice steal there by John Weaver. Weaver is scoring.
And that's one of the things that makes...
Weaver, number 24.
That's one of the things that makes Van Kunit so impressive and so valuable. He passes probably better than anybody on the floor. He's always looking for the open man. He penetrates and dumps off as well as anybody in the league.
Tough sagging man here. Double teaming on the low post. Basket counts. Foul is on. Oh, we could be in trouble here. It's 51? 50. Dvorak picking up his first foul. 2 shots for David Lynch. Impressive game so far for the first quarter, even though they're both a little nervous. They're playing very, very tough on the board.
The intensity is just outstanding, John, both ways.
A lot of pounding inside on the boards. Weaver gets him up the ball. Back to Tim Weaver. Brother of John Weaver works at WCI. Coach Weaver. Van Kunit on the sideline. Spin dribble. Stolen by Erickson. Lichty on him. Dump back to Wysocki. Power move. Nothing. Lichty comes out of there looking good. Pass to Hamilton. Slowing it down. Back to Tim Weaver. To Van Kunit at 42. Taking their time. Inside of Dvorak. Back out to Van Kunit. Looking inside. Throwing a 3-pointer, no good.
John, I think the key matchup in this game, besides the one with Wysocki and Hamilton, could be the one with Odiambo and Van Kunit. Odiambo was the best defensive player on St. Jerome's team. He played an outstanding game against Eastwood in the semifinals. And Van Kunit is a player that has the ball in his hands most of the time for Bluevale. So that matchup, I think, could determine the outcome of the game.
I agree with you. I think Odiambo was the most improved player for St. Jerome's. He took over offensively and defensively playing Eastwood last day.
He seemed to come out of nowhere. Nobody really knew that much about him, but he played a super game last week against Eastwood. Trout.
Lynch on a drive, walk, no good. Still 9-9, 3:09 in the first quarter.
St. Jerome with a full-court man-to-man press.
Semi-soft. Erickson only pressing the ball. Weaver on a drive. Calling an offensive foul on Tim Weaver. That's Weaver's first.
How about that one, John? Looks to me like the man was moving when he made contact with the driver.
That's not the way the referee saw it, and what counts is what they see. And we've been on both ends on that, and we could argue with them, and we're still going to lose. Good call, nevertheless.
I never thought I'd see the day you would agree with an official, John.
I agree with the call, not with the official. Erickson with the ball. Over to Schumacher. I thought he'd walked there, but he lost it anyway. Van Kunit coming up the court, number 42. 6-6. Over to Tim Weaver. Looking to Lichty with the ball. Short drive. Over to Sean Van Kunit. Back to Weaver. Van Kunit on the other side. Fourth. No, didn't get the 3. Lichty working hard on the board. At this point, I think Bluevale is having a little more control on the boards than St. Jerome's. Blocking foul called on number 24. I think that's Owens.
St. Jerome subbing in Wysocki and Odiambo again.
Ryan Owens inside now. He's on Van Kunen, number 24, Ryan Owens.
St. Jerome's in some kind of zone right now, John.
Weber for 2.
And as we suspected, Bluevale has gone into a 2-3 zone. I think they
probably safe for 2 for their boards and protecting their inside man. But Hamilton's out right now. Pelechny subbed in for him. Pelechny on a drive, missed the easy layup.
Another example, John, of Van Kunen's excellent penetration and dump-off play. He's an excellent golf player.
Great move. Owens to Odiambo. To Wysocki. Wysocki leaning in, missing, rebounding himself. Foul called. On number 50, that's Mike Dvorak's second foul. So Hamilton and Dvorak, 2 fouls each. 1:23 left. Bonus is on already for St. Jerome's. 11-9, Bluevale. Mark Wysocki, number 32, missing the first of 2. A little more concentration, switches the second. Still a tight ball game, 11-10. Good first quarter so far. Intense defense, intense offense, intense boards. Chris Branov with the ball, just came in. Lichty with the ball, looking it over.
St. Jerome's in a 1-2-2 zone defense right now. Looks like Bluevale's having a little trouble reading exactly what St. Jerome's is doing.
Erickson on a dump pass to Schumacher, going inside. Now Lynch, it's Lynch on the baseline, number 22. Nice move, explosive by
That was an absolutely first-rate penetration and dump-off by number 14 in that.
That was Erickson dumping off to Dave Lynch. Bluevale just overpowering the board so far. Van Kunen missing a 3. Over to Erickson, number 14. First-year point guard. Very good, very quick. Odiambo passing to the corner. Inside to the big man, Marsaki. 2! He's got a real smooth stroke for a big man.
He shoots a 17-foot jump shot as well as any big man we've seen in the league for the last little while. He's got a really smooth touch on that.
And the end of the first quarter, we have a score of 14-11 for St. Jerome's. Number 32, Mark Wysocki in the quarter has 7 points. Number 10 has 3, and number 22 has 4, total of 14. Bluevale, on the other hand, number 24 has, it's Timmy Weber, has 4 points. Number 42, Sean Van Kunen, has a 3-pointer for 3, and number 51, John Hamilton, who was on the bench for a while, has 4, total of 11 points.
If Bluevale doesn't find a way to prevent Mark Wysocki from taking that turnaround jump shot, they're going to have major problems later on. He's got 7 points so far in the first quarter, and he's really done a fantastic job of getting the ball inside, about 10 to 15 feet from the basket, and taking that turnaround jump shot. Bluevale is going to have to make some adjustments defensively to keep him from getting that unobstructed shot. They're going to have to put either a guard falling down and playing in front of him, or they're going to have Hamilton come over and play a little tougher. But keep in mind that Hamilton also has 2 fouls. He may be a little reluctant to play him aggressively.
In all the games I've seen so far, I haven't seen Erickson take more than 2 shots in a game. So I would sure drop somebody down and make Erickson take the load. Weber with the ball. Erickson playing him very tight. Over to number 10. Chris Branov passing inside. Foul called.
When I talked to Tom Kieswater before the game today, John, he mentioned that he'd planned on mixing his defenses up as much as he could. So far, they've played a man-to-man. They played a 1-2-2 matchup zone. They've gone back to a man-to-man defense right now.
And last foul was on Joe Odiambo, number 31. I believe that's his first. Nice rebound by Weber, and Weber scores inside. Number 24, Tim Weber. Jeromes comes down explosively. They don't give you a chance to set up if they can't help it. Shoemaker on a drive. Sorry, Lynch misses on a drive on the baseline.
I'm rather surprised that Shoemaker has not been a factor so far in the game. He seems to have disappeared so far for the first quarter, John. I don't think he has very many points.
They're leaving him take the long shot. I don't think they feel he's going to connect. Lynch is taking most of the shots on the baseline. Ball coming on with Erickson, crossing half floor. Still in a 2-3 zone, passing it inside of Wysocki, turning, looking. Poor shot.
John, they're just giving Wysocki way too much room underneath. They have no pressure coming down. They have no pressure coming down from the top. And John Hamilton's got 2 fouls, and he's giving him too much room underneath. That's going to cost him.
An errant pass there by Lichty to Weber, who wasn't expecting it. An unforced error. Shouldn't happen.
Dave Shoemaker has 1 3-point shot so far, John. I really thought he'd be more involved in the offense than he has been, but in the Eastwood game,
a lot of the concentration's on him right now.
In the Eastwood game, I think he only had 2 points in halftime and ended up with about 14 points, so he can pick up his game up in a hurry.
Hamilton on a stop off the glass. Beautiful stop. John Hamilton, number 51, strokes for another 2 points. That's his 6th point.
You don't see too many big men, John, that can drive 15 or 20 feet, pull up and take a 7-foot jump shot off the backboard. You just don't see that happen too often. That's a fine touch on a big man.
I think Mr. McCrae would like to see John Hamilton at UW. I think it'd be a welcome addition. Big man, intelligent. Nice shot by Odiambo, number 31 for 3 points. St. Jerome's up 17-15, 5:58 to go. Kolechny to Weber. Weber looking over to defense. It's still a matchup zone. Chris Branov had his ball stripped by number 10, John Shoemaker. Tossed into Van Kunit. The shot, no good. Rebound, Wysocki to Erickson, coming down quite quickly.
Van Kunit has made 1 3-pointer, John. I think that's all he's made so far tonight. He hasn't made a basket the last quarter and a half. If that continues, they're going to have problems.
He's got to stroke more in there. Yeah. That's his job. Just like Shoemaker. Let it go. 3 points for number 10, John Shoemaker. It is now 20-15, St. Jerome's. Half-court trap. Odiambo chasing Van Kunit down. The Weber. Inside to Hamilton. Nice fake. Drew the foul on Wysocki. That's number 2.
That was a smart move, John. He knew Wysocki, felt Wysocki on his shoulder, gave him a pump fake one way, went the other way, and Wysocki hit him with his body. He drew the foul on that because the shot was not going to go in.
Smart ball for evens out the sides. 2 fouls on Hamilton and 2 fouls on Wysocki. Lichty coming in, number 10, Branov going off. Hamilton shooting a pair. This should be almost automatic, although when he played Eastwood, he wasn't automatic. He's got a beautiful stroke.
Bluevale can't let St. Jerome's open the game here. It's a 5-point lead, St. Jerome's. Bluevale's got to get the next couple of baskets. They can't afford to get down 7, 8, 9 points against St. Jerome's because they're going to have to go back to a man-to-man, and I don't think Bluevale can play the man-to-man.
Agreed. 2016, St. Jerome's. It's St. Jerome's 9th trip to the finals, 4th in a row. Last year, Ontario champions, Quassa champions, city champions. Nice drive of Van Kunit, misses. Rebound, Hamilton. Foul called. Dave Lynch. Second on David Lynch.
I am really impressed with how aggressive Bluevale is on the offensive boards. Now they've got Wysocki on the bench right now for a bit of a rest, and plus he's got 2 fouls. But Bluevale has really done a super job on the offensive boards.
And first foul on Dave Lynch, sorry. I think that's where the game's going to end up in senior ball. You have to play the boards, both ends. If you can play even the rest and win the boards, you're going to win the game. And these are 2 evenly matched teams. That's number 1 Bluevale playing number 2 St. Jeromes. And the only game that St. Jeromes really lost was to Bluevale by 6 and to KCI. On a long 3-pointer as the game was dying. Foul called to number
53.
Number 53 for Bluevale, Martin Pelechny. Dave Lynch shooting 1 in a bonus. 2017, St. Jeromes.
John, you contrast this with a game that St. Jeromes played in the semifinals against Eastwood, where they had 22 points at halftime. St. Jeromes has 20 points with almost 5 minutes left to go in the second half. They're playing a much sharper offensive game today.
Another good board by both kids, Hamilton and Weber. Weber giving the ball up. Tremendous game on the boards for Bluevale. Even though they're still behind, I think they'll keep them in the game.
Van Kunis got to get back into this game.
Number 50, Mike Dvorak for 2. First 2 points of the ball game. They need that inside power game. Schumacher, long distance, nothing. That's about Weber's, what, 3rd or 4th rebound? 4th rebound, playing a super game. Nice drive by Lichty, pulls up 2.
John, the weakness of that 1-2-2 zone is in the middle, especially the way Odiambo plays it. He cheats all over the place, and usually it works. But if you leave that middle open like that, and you have people that can penetrate, and you don't have Wysocki in there to act as the intimidator, then you're going to have people penetrating the middle, just like happened that last time.
And that's what they saw. They don't see an intimidator, and they went down middle, and the game just turned around from a 5-point up. Bluevale came back from 5. They're leading 21-20, 3.5 to go in a second quarter.
I think Tommy Kiesweiler, the coach of St. Jerome's, must have realized what was happening, but he just substituted Wysocki back in.
Dvorak again. 4th point. They're low posting 2 men, Van Kunen or Dvorak. And they're going to pound it inside to see if they can get that 3rd foul on the big man.
Bluevale has just scored 8 points in a row. They went from 5 down to 3 up.
Wysocki in the shot, nothing. Lichty the rebound. Hamilton pulls up the shot, short. Van Kunen, number 42, called for the foul. St. Jeromes will go to a bonus. Tremendous game.
I'm really impressed with the quality of the rebounding, not so much by Hamilton and Van Kunen, which you might expect, but by the other people on the floor. All 5 players for Bluevale crashed the board, both offensively and defensively. And they all jump very well.
Right now, Bluevale has 14 rebounds to St. Jerome's 5. You can tell that everybody is working hard in that white team, really hard. Foul to number 10, John Shoemaker for St. Jerome's, trying hard to get the board.
That's a rookie mistake, John. Miss a foul shot, come in and foul the rebounder and send them back down for 1 in the bonus. That's a 4-point swing if Bluevale happens to make these 2 shots. 2 points that St. Jerome's missed in the fouls, 2 points that Bluevale may make on this foul. That's a rookie mistake, and Tommy's going to sit him down for a minute.
Erickson off, and Shoemaker. Owens came in, along with number 25, Joe Eit. That's a newcomer. I haven't seen Joel play at all. Probably to give a break to Shoemaker.
It's 10 points in a row Bluevale scored from a 5-point deficit to a 5-point lead.
25-20 Bluevale. 2.5 to go. Owens with the ball. Lynch to Owens. Good pressure by Lichty. Odiambo saved it. by Odiambo, rebounded by Van Kunen, coming down, slowing down the play. To Weber, who normally plays point guard. Right now, Lichty's playing his spot. This is a change for Bob's team. Van Kunen pulling up, and good for 2. That's 7 for Sean Van Kunen.
Sean Van Kunen has re-entered the game, John.
If he gets hot, lightning will strike, because he can bury them. Joel Light with the ball, passing over to Schumacher, looking at the coach for something, a signal. Odiambo back at point guard. Go over to Joel Light, to Lynch. Wysocki.
St. Jeromes is having a great deal of trouble adjusting to this 2-3 zone. I can't understand why. Bluevale has played the same zone for the last quarter and a half, but for the last half a quarter, St. Jeromes hasn't been able to get anything going.
St. Jeromes is running their flex against this matchup zone. And their screens aren't working. And I don't know if the fellas realize that. Pass to Weber. Weber looking inside. Hamilton's got the ball. Powers. The shot, no good. Tremendous board action. Touched off Ryan Owens. Bluevale ball underneath. That's just tremendous action by the white team on the boards.
Bluevale is sending 4 players to the boards on every single shot. They're outmanning the St. Jeromes players, and they're jumping extremely well, getting inside position.
And of course they can do that. Bluevale doesn't look tall, but they are tall and they're very, very strong.
Well,
and
they've got excellent jumpers on the team. Really powerful looking people.
Odiambo stole the ball with the inbound pass over to Dave Lynch, scores and fouled by number 24, who picks up a T on top of that. Tim Weber picks up a technical foul. We don't know what for, but he must have said something audible enough for the referee to pick up.
John, that's a crucial mistake by a veteran ball player. Now you're going to see Shoemaker try to make the three-pointer, complete the three-pointer. Plus he's going to get 2 foul shots. This could be a 5-point play for St. Jeromes. So he just missed the first foul shot. Now he's got his technical fouls. Plus St. Jerome's going to get the ball back.
And if he hits a three-pointer, it'll be an 8-point turnaround. All possible. Score is 27-23 St. Jerome's. 27-24. Now he's shooting the technical. He made it. Plus the ball. If they get a three-point here, that is a 7-point foul.
Well, St. Jerome's came out of that with 4 points and the ball.
And if they hit a three-point, it'll be 7 points.
So what happened? What happened to the 7-point lead? Bluevale had the 7-point lead plus the ball on an inbounds play, and all of a sudden, in the course of 10 seconds, St. Jerome's has got 4 points plus the ball, potential for 6 points here.
So it goes to show you've got to maintain your composure in a critical game. You cannot lose it. It costs your team too much. It's a good thing this didn't occur in the last 50 seconds. Well, I don't think Bob Pagan would have liked that.
Well, you hate to see a game being decided by a referee's call. Fortunately, there's still plenty of time, so that may come back to haunt Bluevale. Can't tell right now, but you wouldn't like to see that happen at any time, especially near the last of the game.
And here's the ball to St. Jerome's. The last 108 of the first half, 27-24, Bluevale. Erickson's back in the game. Lynch with the ball. Over to Dave Lynch now. Odiambo to Erickson to Schumacher to Lynch. Lynch jumps inside, 2. 27-26.
That's the best St. Jerome's worked against that 2-3 zone for Bluevale for the last half quarter. They were patient, reversed the ball a couple of times, and hit Lynch inside for an easy 5-footer.
Instead of Mark Wysocki, where they're double teaming him. And Lynch is tall enough to carry it over. That's 10 points. for John Hamilton.
An unusual position for Mark Wysocki. He's playing the point right now. Looks like St. Jerome's is going to go for one shot.
And Wysocki could be playing outside to get that last three because he has the range. 10 seconds left. Bluevale knows he can shoot the three.
They've got
Wysocki with a desperate attempt. A tremendous first half. 29-26. Bluevale still in the lead.
That was an entertaining first half, John. St. Jerome's, I thought St. Jerome's going to open up a bit of a lead when they had a 25-20 lead with about 5 minutes left in the game, but they didn't score for about the next 3 minutes. Bluevale got the next 12 points and ended up with a 7-point lead. And if Bluevale had been able to keep their composure, get the inbounds pass, and they may have been going into the dressing room with a minimum of a 9-point lead. As it turned out, a bad pass, a 3-point play, technical foul, resulted in 4 points for St. Jerome's, and St. Jerome's going into the dressing room with only a 3-point lead. So St. Jerome's, I think, is lucky to be going into the dressing room with only a 3-point deficit. Bluevale could be up by more than 3 points.
Absolutely, and no one really seems to be in foul trouble. The best we've got is 2 fouls on anybody that's of any importance right now, but the key item so far has been the dominating rebounding of Bluevale.
One other factor, John, we talked earlier the game at the end of the first quarter. We said that they're going to have to find a way to stop Wysocki at 7 points at the end of the first quarter, and we said if they don't do that, they're going to have problems later on. They've done exactly that. Wysocki has not scored in the second quarter. He ends up in the first half with only 7 points. On the other hand, number 10, Lynch, has played a very strong first half. He has 10 points. For Bluevale, Hamilton has played an outstanding game on the offensive boards. An outstanding game. He has 10 points.
Look the same. Oh, sagging zone. They're matching up. That is not man-to-man anymore. How about that, folks? A page out of TK's book. Over to Odiambo. To Wysocki. The shot. Foul called. Foul call to number 22, David Lynch, pushing from behind. Number 2 on David Lynch. Still 29-26 Bluevale. Full court pressure by St. Jerome's.
One of the things we thought St. Jerome's might do, John, is go to a full court zone press or full court man-to-man press. I thought they might do that to get the up-tempo game going, and that's exactly what they started out in.
And do you realize that they missed an inside layup? How often you see St. Jerome's miss an inside layup?
I think that was a little bit of nervousness on a rookie's part.
Here they are again. They stole the ball back. Erickson to Schumacher to Odiambo, back to Erickson, number 14. Schumacher to Erickson. Erickson looks inside to Lynch for 2. David Lynch from Craig Erickson. That's number 8 for Dave Lynch.
Now that's what St. Jerome's are going to have to do, John, to be successful. They're going to have to work the ball, reverse it a number of times, and then look to hit one of their big men inside. That's how they've been most successful.
A tremendous rebound by John Hamilton. Will they count the basket?
I'm sure that one of the things Tom Keyswater, the St. Jerome's coach, talked about at halftime was the job that they were doing on the defensive boards. St. Jerome's got out-rebounded 16-5 in that first half. It looks like Bluevale is going to keep going to the offensive boards, and St. Jerome's is going to have to make some adjustments somewhere along the line, or they're not going to be able to get back into this game.
I think one of the adjustments that they've made right now, they're playing man, but sagging all the way into the hole so they can't get 3 guys in. Nice layup. St. Jerome's, Odiambo working Timmy Weber, half-court trap, non-existent inside pass. Dvorak in for 2. Mike Dvorak, number 6 for him. Wysocki rolls one in.
Well, they can't give Mark Wysocki about a 10-foot jump shot like that. They're going to have to collapse on him a lot better than that.
That's Wysocki's 9th point. Hamilton from outside misses. Strong rebound by Wysocki, taken away by Weber. Stripped him of the ball. Pass inside, Hamilton misses. Oh, looked like Odiambo traveled there, dragging his foot. No call, though. Got away with one. I don't believe it. They missed one. Odiambo up top. Oh, intercepted by Van Kunen. Good telegraph. Sean going right at him. Veers away, misses, rebound by Dvorak. Fouled by number 14. Craig Erickson grabbed his elbow, shooting 2. Mike Dvorak, number 50, shooting 2.
Odiambo has 3 points in the game, John. He took one three-pointer earlier on in the first half and has not taken another shot since. When he played in the semifinal against St. Jeromes, he was the leading scorer for St. Jeromes. He made 2 or 3 three-point shots, and he hasn't taken another shot since he took the three-pointer earlier on in the game. I think he's got to put up a couple of shots just to get the Bluevale defense to come out on him. Right now they're sagging off into the middle and leaving the outside shot open. He's got to put a couple up there.
Absolutely, I agree wholeheartedly. He has to shoot, and he is a good shooter. He lives in a gymnasium. This is what he works so hard for. Shot from the corner by Schumacher, no good. Rebounded Bluevale. They're keeping that intensity up on the board. They're still up on points, 35-32.
I've been really impressed with the job that Dvorak's done on the boards.
Hamilton, 2 more, number 51. That's number 14 for John Hamilton. He's stroking well tonight, on the boards, on the shot. Oh, an errant pass by Mark Wysocki. Hamilton with the ball, driving the lane, left hand. They're calling it an offensive foul on John Hamilton. That's number 3. This will put some pressure on the coach.
You could see that offensive foul coming from about half court. He had his mind made up that he was going to drive, and when you've got 2 fouls, you have to be careful of taking the ball all the way to the basket on drive. What John might have been better off doing is taking the ball hard to the basket with a dribble and going up for a pump fake or going up for a shot. But to penetrate from the foul line when you've got 2 fouls and there are 2 men in the foul lane is a dangerous thing to do.
Absolutely. Timeout by St. Jerome's. I'm just wondering what Tommy's going to do now.
Well,
Is he going to pound the ball inside, and then is Bobby going to leave Hamilton in there?
I think that St. Jerome's is going to press. I think they've got to press to get their up-tempo game going a bit. I think one of the weaknesses of Bluevale's game the last half of the year has been their ability to withstand full-court zone and man-to-man pressure. I'm surprised that St. Jerome's hasn't done a bit more of that.
Well, I think we'll see it in the last quarter and probably right now. They changed from full-court to half-court pressure on the traps, which is some of their favorite stunts. They're 1-2-2, either goes full court or half court. St. Jerome's with the ball out of bounds, scores 37-32 favor of BCI.
John Hamilton is on the bench right now. He's got 3 fouls, and that's going to change the complexion of the game.
Playing a straight zone, not matching up. Odiambo on a travel, on a shot that went in, but does not count. It does not count. How long can Hamilton sit off? We'll see if Van Kunen takes over the show. Nice dump off. Oh, misses the layoff from, goes up. John, finish, drops in. Van Kunen, number 42.
Well, when you get 3 shots at the basket, John, you're going to make one of them. St. Jerome's can't let them keep crashing boards like that. Keep repeating that over and over again, but that's the key to Bluevale's game so far.
That was Sean Van Kunen, number 9. A pass to Lichty, waiting for the team to set up. Could be an errant pass, recovered, yes, but thrown over to number 10, John Schumacher, St. Jerome's. Erickson slowing the ball game down, 39-32 Bluevale. Jerome shot by Schumacher, makes it 2 points only, 39-34. Weber up top, watched closely by Erickson, dumped to number 53, Marty Polechny. The shot by Dvorak missed. Weber with another rebound. That could be a 6th or 7th. Playing an outstanding game inside. Oh, Van Kunen off balance. Look at that Dvorak hustle for that ball. Travel. Oh, they missed that travel call.
Well, you don't see too many 6'6" centers take the ball from basket to basket, but he might have been better off taking the ball to the basket and going in for another 2 or 3 foot jump shot rather than penetrating all the way. Tommy's taking Wysocki out. It looks like he needs a bit of a breather.
It's been a hectic pace so far.
I suspect he'll only be off for a minute or two.
With both people off, Lynch just cans one.
That's 2 long distance shots for Lynch. That's not his game, but he's made 2 in a row.
And that's his 12th point. He's keeping them in the game.
St. Jerome's back into a man-to-man now. Bluevale should be looking to go into the flex anytime.
Jerry Gaikowski subbed in. That's number 21. Got a new haircut for the game. Timeout call by Bluevale.
Bluevale, that's a good timeout by Bob Pagan. Bluevale was running their zone offense against a man-to-man defense, and I think John just wants to get them settled down and get them back into their flex offense. The interesting thing about the flex, John, is that it's used by about 4 or 5 teams in the league and used by teams all across Ontario. St. Jerome's and Bluevale both use a flex offense. I think Bluevale probably hasn't run it as long as St. Jerome's. St. Jerome's runs the flex, which is an excellent offense, as well as anybody in Ontario. They've run it for as long as I can remember, and I think their juniors run it, and I wouldn't be surprised if their midgets run it.
Yes, they do.
So they're brought up on the flex offense. It's a simple offense to learn, but a very difficult offense to defend against because it's predicated on rubbing a man off a low screen and having the inside game work for you.
It's worked for them for years, and it's not going to stop working now as long as they play good man-to-man. But if they go into a zone, you can't run that flex. That makes them change into something different. We'll see what Bob Pagan has said to his players. Ball out of bounds. John Van Kunen inbounding.
Won't be surprised if St. Jerome's opens up in the zone right here.
Foul by Ryan Owens, number 24, St. Jerome's. On Tim Weber, it's Owens' second. John Van Kunen driving in, stops. Over to Lichty. To number 50, Mike Dvorak. Van Kunen in a hard turnaround, misses. Schumacher with the rebound coming down. Pulls up.
That's not the kind of shot Bob Pagan wanted, I think, John. 15-foot turnaround jump shot, that's too hard.
Lynch misses an inside shot. Not often has he missed today. He looks like he's having an awesome game. Van Kunen on a dump. Kolechny stuffed by Lynch on a baseline. Tremendous stuff by Dave Lynch. Erickson to Lynch. A basket counts, and Lynch will shoot one. If he makes it, it'll be a tie ball game, 39-all.
I've seen St. Jerome's play a number of times this year. I don't think I've seen Erickson take the shot yet this year, but his game is to play excellent defense on their point guard, to penetrate and dump off, and he does that extremely well, especially considering he's only in grade 11. He's probably got 2 more years as senior. But that's an excellent demonstration of what he does best. Penetrates, draws the defense on him, and looks to hit one of the big men underneath. And it may turn out to be a 3-point play and a tie game.
I coached him at the summer camp, and he can shoot. I just think he does his role extremely well. Erickson can shoot. That's number 15 for Lynch. So far, an excellent game for him. Game is tied, 39-all, 1:40 to go. Hamilton back in the ball game. Nice move, left-hand jump hook miss. Powered back in on a secondary rebound.
He is just
John Hamilton.
He is just a horse on those
Number
boards.
16 for John H. Nice rebound by Dvorak. Number 50. The intensity is picking up. We're going down to the last few rounds. Weber, baseline. A little hard. Rebound. Weber, his own rebound. Another shot by Weber. Misses. Foul called. Number 50, Mike Dvorak. That's number 3 for Mike. So there's 3 on Dvorak and 3 on Hamilton. 41-39, favor of Bluevale. This is for the Waterloo County Secondary School Senior Basketball Crown. Won by St. Jeromes last year. Turnover. Bluevale, St. Jeromes ball. Calling in play number 4. An inside dump to Lynch. Powers up and in.
Dave Lynch is taking over this game in the second half for St. Jeromes.
Number 17 for Dave Lynch. Dave Lynch, on the other hand, picked up his 3rd foul with Dvorak going in for a 2-pointer.
That looked like a pretty good check to me, John. I think Lynch had just about all ball on that. He might have had some of the body, but when a person makes that kind of defensive play and receives no advantage by a slight bump with the body, I think you've got to give the play to the defensive man.
Absolutely. You're going to make a great referee.
I've tried to tell referees how to referee for the last 15 years. They never listen to me.
We just can't win. Dvorak hits the first of a 2-ender. Number 50 does the second.
That's 10 points for Dvorak.
Odiambo's still quiet, hasn't been really involved.
I'm surprised that Shoemaker hasn't gotten a bit more involved in the offense as well. I haven't seen him shoot yet. Last 4 or 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the half.
25 seconds, 43-41 Bluevale. A tremendous game here. Erickson a drive, dumps off to Lynch. Double pumps, goes up, nothing. Rebound by foul call number 51, John Hamilton. It looked like.
I think the foul was on 53, John. That was a good foul by 53.
Fouls on 5-3 and not on John Hamilton. That is Marty Pelechny.
That was a good foul because Wysocki looked like he had an obstructed 2 or 3 footer right under the key.
15 seconds, 43-41. Ball goes to Wysocki. Powers up in tie game. 43 all, 9 seconds, 3rd quarter. Odiambo pressuring Van Kunen to Owens. And we come all this way to have a 0-0 ball game. 43 all, last quarter.
This last quarter should be a barn burner, John. These two teams are playing with the same intensity they had at the start of the game. The keys may be that John Hamilton and Mike Dvorak have 3 fouls each, and Wysocki also has 3 fouls, as does Dave Lynch.
I guess I stand to be corrected. I was right. It was John Hamilton. That was his 4th foul. It wasn't on Dvorak. So it's 4 fouls on Hamilton. That causes problems for Bob Pagan and the BCI crew. Wysocki still in there with only 2 fouls. Hamilton with 4. Dvorak with 3. Lynch with 3. Ray Owens with 2.
John, we appear to have a problem with the roof here. There seems to be a leak.
Oh, yes.
You can see it
ever coming.
You can see it dripping from one of the pipes in the ceiling.
This is dangerous at the speed these kids play. We've got several at our school, too. I need to tell there.
It's coming hard. It's coming down pretty hard, John. I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do about it.
The more you wait here, just put a towel down and wring it out every 2 minutes. That's all you can do. Open up the towel.
You know, John, considering the fact that Bluevale has done such a fantastic job in the offensive boards, it's a real credit to the tenacity of St. Jeromes that this game was tied 43-43. If you take a look simply at the rebounding statistics, you would guess that Bluevale would be leading by at least double figures. Right. But St. Jeromes has done a fantastic job of overcoming their lack of rebounding strength in the offensive and defensive boards and getting their points other ways.
They work so hard and they're relentless. They do not quit. I don't think they know what it means to quit. And that's a tribute to Tom Teeswater and his organization there at St. Jeromes.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they have a reputation for producing excellent basketball teams, a reputation for being into a game right to the very end, for not giving up. And the biggest hand of the evening is for the janitor.
And rightly so. Oh, it's coming down like a sieve. Look at it. I guess they just found a new hole in the roof. In what's the history here, the rain came down. We're now involved in a tie game, 43-all. St. Jeromes BCI final, Watson 1989 for the championship. Here we go, last 8 minutes, score tied at 43. We'll see what effect this stoppage had on either team, if it has any. Weber with the ball. Erickson tight on him.
St. Jerome's in a man-to-man again.
Odiambo almost stripped the ball. Weber, oh, looks like he dragged. Ball goes over. Turnover.
John, this is a really unusual development, needless to say. I don't have any idea how to read what's going to happen.
I don't think anyone has.
I think the intensity was there for 3 quarters. It's going to be interesting to see if the teams can keep up that same intensity after about a 20-minute delay.
Erickson not even looking to attack. Just staying out, doing his job. Going to Wysocki now. And he connects. Gives him 13.
And that's what you may see a lot of with Hamilton on the bench with 4 fouls.
And responds by Van Kunen. Gives him 11.
And if Hamilton's going to be on the bench for any length of time, that's exactly what's going to have to happen. Van Kunen is going to have to take charge of the Bluevale offense.
As long as they keep trading baskets, it's fine for Hamilton till he gets back. Long shot by Schumacher. That's what you call an air ball. Not on purpose, but it happens. Pressure by St. Jerome's. Full court to a half-court semi-trap. Van Kunen barking out orders. Looking it over. Seems to be a 2-man carry. Foul called.
John, maybe we should explain what's happened here. There's a leak in one of the pipes in the ceiling. There's about 4 or 5 leaks per 4 or 5 drops per minute coming down. And whenever there's a stoppage in play, one of the boys from the sideline is going out and cleaning up the floor.
Very dangerous when you see water on the floor. Thanks for the explanation, Joe. Fouls and Craig Erickson on a reach-in. Bonus effect. Weaver cans the first of 2. That's his 7th point. Timmy shooting for the 8th, misses. Rebound by Wysocki. Erickson come across. Quarter seems to be more hesitant. The intensity that they had in the 3rd quarter just hasn't carried over yet.
Odiambo has got to take a shot or 2 to prevent the point guards from dropping off in front of Wysocki, which is exactly what's happening here. They got a man in front of Wysocki and a man behind him, and Odiambo is sitting alone at the top of the foul line. He's got to make a shot or 2 from there to keep the defense honest. He's taken only 1 shot all game. And he's a good shooter.
And they both have to. They're good shooters. TK giving in a new instruction now, going to a 3-play. They could be going back to their baseline flex. We'll have to wait and see.
bit of a new look from Bluevale. John, looks like they're in a 1-2-2 zone. Now we've seen St. Jeromes play the 1-2-2 zone, but I don't think I've seen Bluevale play the 1-2-2 zone all year.
Weaver and Erickson, 5:45 left, 46-45 Bluevale. A lot of time left. The shot from Van Kunen on the drift misses. Very difficult to can that kind of a shot.
Well, Odiambo is 2 for 2, but he's going to have to do that to keep that defense honest. I'm surprised he hasn't done it before now. You may see him start to put a few shots up.
A three-pointer by Joe Odiambo gives him 6. Odiambo with the ball. Goes to the corner. Back to Odiambo. Another shot by Joe. Misses. His own rebound. To Erickson. Dumps inside. Foul called. On number 52. 53. Marty Polechny. That's a third on Marty.
I think Bluevale's got to realize that Erickson is not going to shoot. I think they've got to realize that and leave him alone anytime he has the ball. They might as well play 5-on-4 and put everybody inside the key and make them beat them with the outside shot. But when Erickson has the ball, you have to make him make a shot before you put any pressure on him.
Wysocki makes his 14th point, the first of a double. 49-46 St. Jeromes, 50-46 St. Jeromes. 4.5 left. A little more. Van Kunen response, misses, boards, St. Jeromes. Odiambo to Schumacher, back to Odiambo. Taking their time. This is their shooter play. Schumacher goes end to end along the baseline, trying to get the open shot. Odiambo to Big Mark. Mark drives baseline, in for 2. 52-46. 17 for Wysocki in a tight game. Hamilton loses the ball.
It looks like Wysocki has picked up his game a bit. An excellent timeout by Bob Pagan. They need to be settled down. They're scrambling around right now. You can tell the good players at the end of the game, John, they're the ones that really want the ball. And right now, the player that wants it on St. Jerome's team is Wysocki. I think he's got the last 5 or 6 points for them. I think they're going to be looking to get the ball into him. And because Hamilton has 4 fouls, he knows he's not going to be able to play him as tough as he did at the start of the game.
Exactly, and to finish this game off, I think St. Jerome with a 6-point lead. You can see Tommy going into semi-stall till he gets the shot he wants, so he'll milk the clock here. Pagan's going to have to do some kind of a pressure, either half court or full court. (52-46) St. Jerome's. Bluevale ball in the front court. Ryan Owens, Craig Erickson, Schumacher, Lynch, and Wysocki.
I think Bluevale has to score on this possession or they're going to be in trouble. If they leave this possession still down 6 points, St. Jerome's going to hold the ball for as long as they possibly can. It means Bluevale's going to need 4 possessions.
Lichty just threw it away. And Erickson misses the layup. What luck. Hamilton inside, the shot misses, and a foul called.
I think there was a timeout by St. Jerome's. They have a timeout injury. Number 14, Erickson, twisted his ankle on that last drive.
Erickson out of the ball game. There is no foul called. 52-46 still. Ryan Owen with the ball. Lichty closely guarded.
This is where St. Jeromes plays best. When the other team is forced to go into a man-to-man and they run their flex offense, which can also be semi-delayed, and they run it so well that Bluevale is going to have trouble getting the ball.
Exactly. They're just patient, waiting. Here's the cut. It goes inside. Ball called. Travel. 3:08 to go. 52 St. Jeromes, 46 Bluevale. Full court pressure by St. Jeromes. Long pass to Van Kunen, coming down. Almost stolen. To Hamilton for two. 52-48 St. Jeromes. 2:55. We're getting to the nitty-gritty. Oh, a travel by Lynch. They missed it. The big guy. Foul call, number 42, Sean Van Kunen. Wysocki shooting two.
That's unfortunate for Van Kunen because he had excellent position on Wysocki. Wysocki had a double pump in the shot and consequently threw a shot off. Unfortunate for Bluevale that Van Kunen fouled him because it was not a good shot for St. Jeromes. It's not the kind of shot Tom Kieswater wants his team to take with 2.5 minutes left and not 4 points. But as we mentioned before, Wysocki is the player that wants the ball near the end of the game.
That's his 18th point and 19. Score 53-48 for St. Jeromes, 2:30 to go. Hamilton pulls up the shot. It's in. It's a 4-point ball game. 2.5 minutes. Waterloo County Senior Final. This is where it gets wild and woolly. There'll be a lot of bodies bouncing before a foul's called here. Well, we got a foul called away from the play. Number 31, Joe Odiambo. A critical.
It's not like St. Jerome's, John. They've turned the ball over 3 of the last 4 times down the floor.
Timeout, St. Jerome's.
Well, I think that's a good call by Tom Kieswater. Excuse me. They still got a 4-point lead, and I think he just wants to tell the team that they have to be more patient. They have to run their offense with the discipline that they've run it the whole season. Right now, they're just making some rookie mistakes, offensive fouls, traveling, bad passes into the middle. I think Tom just wants to tell them to settle down, run the offense the way they've been running it all year, and hold the ball for a quality shot. And a quality shot probably means at this stage a layup or a 2-foot unobstructed jump shot right under the key. I doubt that you'll see any outside shots by St. Jeromes at this stage.
We'll see if your theory holds up. They're not in foul trouble, St. Jeromes.
Yeah, and this has been in a tradition of what's the final, though. This is an outstanding game. It's a great game for the fans. It's a great game for the commentators to work on. The intensity has been there the whole game.
They're just not paid enough, though. 2 cans of Coke.
I mean, you're not getting the new car?
Only in your wildest dreams. Benji Lichty shooting 1 and a bonus. Pressure on the rookie, misses. 54-50. Lichty taking a lot of chances trying to get the ball from Erickson because he hasn't shot all day. Mark Wysocki airballs it, gets a rebound off the floor, swings it across, milking the clock. Lynch from Erickson.
Crucial mistake by Bluevale, leaving Lynch all alone underneath, and a really heads-up play by Erickson to spot him. Erickson being double-teamed on that play.
Van Kunen to Weber. 56-50 ball game going inside of Hamilton, taken away from Lynch. Dave Lynch having a great game. Erickson dumping off beautifully. Here he is, Craig Erickson, grade 11, rookie. Outstanding job in his role as floor general.
John, I think Bluevale is going to have to come down and make a three-pointer or two. They're down 6 points. St. Jerome's got one in a bonus. If they even make one of these,